So then guys, so if you weren't, I suppose, as you would say, Jack the Lad in your RS XR, if you were, I suppose, 30 onwards back in the day, and you could afford one, you had one of these. If you were 22, 25, 26 or whatever, you had a 3-litre Escapri, didn't you? You had an XR3i, you had that type of stuff. But if you were, 35 onwards, and you wanted to make a bit of a statement, as far as I've made it, or you were a bank manager or a lawyer or an accountant, you had one of these. Not only did you have a Granada, but you obviously what you tried to get is that 2.8 Ghia X Granada. That's what you aim for. And this was a symbol, I think, of you've made it. Yeah, you made it. I can remember my father's good friend running these, and it was a case of, this was one of these was on the drive, and it was like, you've done it. Funny, isn't it, really? But that's how it was. That's how it was. If you were a Jack the Lad man about town, you had a Capri or an XR. But if you'd gone past that and you're a little bit more sensible now, then you had one of these. So anyway, so here we are. 2.8 Ghia X Granada. Sounds ever so sweet, I must admit. I've left the plastic on the seat, but there's no tears. There's no, just making sure then actually, I thought it was for a moment, it's just the way it's folded there. But there's no tears on the seat there. Oh, as far as I can see. And a little bit there, they were prone for dash cracks. We've got one there, a little bit of one there. Other than that, very acceptable. A little bit there. Yeah, they did suffer, they took the heat there and they did go. But all your dice there, that you need them obviously on the window. But anyway, that's what you had, one of these. So, oh wow, I didn't see that in there. Oh, that's nice. Look, the original wallet and that, look. Oh, that is nice. I shall take that out because that's worth good money on its own. There you go. Now the fog lights and the driving lights all work on this car. But I suppose you could say they're wired up correctly. You put your full beam on and your fog lights go off. But the only other person who owned one was Cowley, obviously, wouldn't it? If you were Cowley in the professionals, then you were driven around in one of these. Yeah. So anyway, there we are. Look, nice period radio, lovely period dash, little computer there, early computer. Don't think it's doing a lot. Reset, I don't know quite how it works, you'll have to have a look at that. But anyway, it's trying to work. I don't know quite how it works, but we've got a manual there hopefully that will tell us how it works. But anyway, at least you've got some display coming up there. Yeah, well, it takes me back just sitting in here. Even that steering wheel just like that just takes me back. Anyhow, very good on the door cards. Nice everywhere you look, very, very smart. And you just don't see these, do you? You just do not see Ghia X's. You don't see Granadas, but you don't see Ghia X's. You really don't. My dad used to always put up with a 2.3 GL. He said, oh, that's all right for me, 2.3 GL, that's what I'll have. But what a nice car. There's a list of work there that's been done. Excuse my finger, I trapped it on underneath the bonnet. It's not now varnished, don't worry about it. There we are, look, timing wheel, big end, mains, front and rear crank oil seals. I've photographed this for you so you can pause it and then zoom in on it. 4 new tyres. All spotlights work correctly. Well, yes, the fog go off on full beam, which, yeah, all 4 windows work. Sunroof works normally. All electric seats work normally. New MOT. Weber car fitted with a manual choke. Oh yeah, it's got a manual choke conversion underneath. I haven't needed it actually, it's been starting quite well. Fully serviced, bottom end rebuild, new front brakes, new rear brakes, refurb the half shafts, there we are. All sorts there, that's lovely, isn't it? And again, same door cards around here, all nice. Sunroof there, you pop it up. I can remember fitting them. They were all the rage in about, let me think, 72, 82, mid-80s. They were all the rage mid-80s. You had one of them put on. Tap assist there, look, dated 1983. Ever so smooth and silky. That's quiet, is that, for a V6? That's set up nicely, I would suggest that. Tappets and that sound nice. Very quiet, that's nice. VIN plate and so forth there, I've taken a photograph of that. Your second build pack for what it's worth. Picture of that. Bulkhead area over there all looks real good. Round your fuse box, still got the proper original fuse box lid cover there. That all looks good. Now if I can get my finger onto the throttle. That sounds nice. That does sound well. Right, so I'll put the, just clip this up, put that down, and then we'll have a little wander around the outside. I think I've said before, I can remember my father at the same time having a dark greyish 2.8 Ghia X like this, which obviously was the Cowley car, RS 2000 custom in white, which was, I think, was Doyle's car at the time, and a 3-litre Escapri, which I think Bodie was using at the time, and he had them all at the same time. And I can remember feeling a bit like he was a bit of my hero then, have all three of them all at the same time, when the Professionals was the programme to watch on a Friday night or whenever it came on. So there you go. So quite a rare car. One or two little bits just to finish off, just little bits that I'd have to do. Predominantly just painting this sill area here, look, that just wants a dress in there. There are one or two just little marks here and there that just want touching in. But let's not forget, it is a Granada. There's one or two little bits of muck in the paint that just want flattening out. But it's a Granada. Front edge of the bonnet's just been painted there, look, on that, up to that lip there, just to do that. But it doesn't stand out because obviously because as it curves, it changes shade anyway. But that front edge of the bonnet, sorry, has been painted. So yeah, you'd maybe make a better job, arguably, of the front balance. Leading edge of the front bonnet, maybe, and that little bit of seal, but nothing. You wouldn't have to do it today. You can do it winter time. If you're doing that seal the other side, you might as well make a better job of that seal this side, mightn't you? But anyhow, but you're basically there. But please come down and have a look and just make sure that it's one for you. But because for some reason they're always kept to a real high standard, aren't they? A really high standard. You know, when you go into the Cortina and the Granada bracket, they just drop off a little bit. I think it's fair to say they do. They just drop off, and it's a little bit like, oh, that'll do. Whereas the RS brigade, that'll do doesn't cut. It's got to be bang on. Consul, Granada, Cortina, Zephyr, Zodiac, not quite the same approach as these boys, which I think is very, very fair to say. So on that basis, I think you should come down and have a look, see what you think. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think it's a lovely car. It's here at Pickering. We've got nearly 4-week window to come down and have a look and look through the paperwork. I'm going to put that extra bag that I've just found in the car there with all the other paperwork and see what you think. It sounds very nice. It's running there. It sounds ever so sweet. It's ticking over there lovely here.